my bit. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Nova Project. I'm your host, as ever. But when this film is still making me laugh. Joined as ever by my wife, the Obsidian Nook / Petal ASMR.
Hello.
She's here. Today we are covering a film that I picked out because I wanted a light-hearted horror where we were gonna have a laugh at something, and I laughed so much my fucking face hurt, and my fucking I felt like I was gonna pass out for a brief minute. Oh boy. So yeah, we are covering Stitches, which had me in stitches. Yeah, like I say, it's a little silly horror film. I saw Dead Meat cover with their Kill Count series a while ago. I can now.
That's sweet.
Yeah, and then I saw it was on Prime, and I was like, oh my god, we've got to cover this. I had to scroll so far down our watch list because there's so much shit that we've got to get through at some point. But I thought, I'm in the mood for a silly horror comedy, and oh boy, this film has delivered. It delivers on the gore, especially.
Oh, I want to put a disclaimer in there right now. For anybody who love cats,
Yeah.
it's not practical, but it's more of the...
Spoiler alert, the cat dies.
Yeah, there is a kitty, and it does kill the cat. You can clearly see it's a puppet cat.
It is like a Muppet that he's like repeatedly slamming against a bed, but oh my god.
If like me and you're sensitive to it, because I pretty much, like, you covered my eyes and I looked away and I was like, you know, because I don't like that type of shit.
I mean, they poke fun at it. He literally whacks it 9 times to make sure that all 9 lives have gone. But he brutalizes this poor cat.
Yeah, so trigger warning if you don't like...
If you don't like animal violence,
don't watch it.
this is the equivalent of doesthedogdie.com or whatever it is. There is a website out there for people who are scared that an animal is going to die in films, and usually it's dogs. Usually it is dogs in films because they're probably the most useful animals to have around when you're being stalked by a killer, is that they can attack, but they can also sniff out stuff. But yeah, anyway, so this is a silly little, I want to call it independent horror film. As I mentioned, Dead Meat covered it a while ago. I remember seeing it. Heavily censored, which is understandable because holy shit, the kills in this film is enough to fucking watch alone. To be honest with you, because other than that, I mean, the plot is bare bones. No pun intended. It's a killer. Also, first killer clown film that we've covered, and it's not Terrifier. Shockingly, even though it's on the list eventually, it's not the first one we've covered.
Would you remember the slow-mo guys? For those of you who don't, they would...
They're still around. The slow-mo guys, everyone... There was a point where they were the biggest thing on the internet for like 5 minutes as usual.
Literally filming like, really cool stuff.
Stuff exploding like paint in slow-mo. No, we got that, but oh boy, literally like heads exploding. It was
because
disgusting.
They slowed down the blood and the gore. I was like, slow-mo guys filming this? Because it feels like it. And yes, they are still...
They're still going. Last uploaded 2 weeks ago. But yeah, so as I was saying, it's a killer clown that comes back from the dead and starts killing the people that caused him to die. By a knife through the eye, of all things, which is pretty nasty. Through the eye and out the top of his head, may I add. They added the extra pointy tip on the top, the cherry on top of the cake, if you wish. As you can imagine, the clown is easily the best part of the film. Ross Noble, an English comedian. Fucking sorry, why are you just leaning so close to the headset?
Sorry.
Just headbutted you. Yeah, Ross Noble, outside of the US, outside of the UK, you're basically never going to have heard of him. This is the first acting role he's done, I think. or, well, ever, to be honest. I don't think he's ever done anything since, but I remember Dead Meat saying something about that when they did it. They did, like, the behind the scenes. But, yeah, my god, he has so much fun in the role, and he's so silly, and he is responsible for all of the bits that made me, like, fucking die with laughter. The main guy who you know from What Was It You Know?
Oh, so Tommy, is it Tommy Knight?
Tommy Knight, yeah.
Played as Kelly. The Sarah Jane Adventures.
For those at home, would you like to just explain what Waterloo Road is? Or was?
It was a drama series about a school before they then decided to bring it back after, like, series 10.
Yeah, they brought it back recently-ish, didn't they? I remember seeing marketing for it in the last few years.
It should have stayed because them trying to bring it back now.
New cast.
There's some of the old actors in it, but the newer actors, I just feel they can't act. It's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, that's the problem when you bring back stuff from the dead, funnily enough. But yeah, I think he does alright. I think his love interest is okay as well. She doesn't do much other than serve as love interest. Unfortunately. That's what it boils down to. I think his friend, who's a bit of a douchebag, is also, like, pretty fun. Even if he's trying to get his dick wet for half of the fucking... Who also... In the flashback, which takes place 6 years ago, they are kids. 6 years have gone by and this dude has a tattoo. Like, on his back right shoulder, which was really off-putting. And also the fact that they were trying to get laid. I know the age of consent... Was he 10 in the flashback? Did it say? Did it specify on it? Yes, because they did, because he did the 10 digs on him. 16 is thankfully the age of consent in the UK. So, it wasn't rape or anything, sorry. It's not in the first minute I can say that word. I won't get demonetized even though we make no money anyway. It's not SA. This is in Ireland. It doesn't specify where in Ireland. I don't know if the age of consent is the same, but I would assume so. But still, you can't get a tattoo at the age of 16 in the UK. So anyway, that was off-putting for me. But yeah, so... what point was I making? Yeah, everyone does a good job. I mean, Ross Noble has such a great time with his character. Like, having a comedian play an actual clown sort of helps. It helps with the punchlines and the deadpan delivery as well. I haven't seen Ross Noble in a while, but I think that's his sort of style of just to the point.
I know you said don't take it seriously, but then my brain was just like, this doesn't make sense.
There's a lot of stuff in this movie that doesn't make sense. I mean, it's literally a dead clown that comes back to life and has a nose which is sentient and is basically like a sniffer dog.
I was gonna say the worst thing was when that boy was having his guts put out and made into a fucking balloon. But
It's a balloon animal, yeah, Jesus.
The one had his head blown up.
That was the same guy. That was the same guy.
That bit just framed. Literally another guy, he cut his skull open, took his brain out.
He like ice cream scooped his brain out. Ugh.
I nearly threw up at
that. Yeah, as mentioned. As mentioned, the gore is fucking spectacular.
Every time there was like a gore in it, they slowed it down.
They really like focused and zoomed in. This was nasty. Like, every kill is brutal. There is no one who gets a merciful, like, quick, like, stab and dead. Like, holy shit. Most of it is practical as well, I'll give them that. The most of the practical effects, including the massive inflated head you were just talking about, because in the credits there's like a blooper reel and the guy is actually in that thing. Holy shit, man.
I think the best thing is when they want to talk about the bicycle.
I've got to talk about the bit that made me cackle first. He throws an umbrella through the back of this woman's fucking skull. like that is very sharp apparently. Although as we have established, this film doesn't make a lot of sense. This guy's got like super strength. Because what was it he did? He rips a guy's arm off and kicks his head off. And obviously, because this is borderline Chucky with like the one-liners, he was like he had to head off. But he lobs the umbrella through the back of this woman's skull, and it like pops her eye out the other side. And she falls backwards onto it, and it pushes the rest of the umbrella through with the eye still on. The eye then falls off and into her mouth. Disgusting. Why? He then goes, take them from behind, hip thrusts, and what do you call it? It's not party popper. It's the thing you blow in and it goes. Yeah, he goes, take him from behind, and just hip thrust. Oh, that fucking. Oh, my head. I felt like I was gonna pass out because I stopped breathing from laughing. But it was so silly. And it's so fucking what the fuck. But Jesus Christ, man. But anyway, yeah, the bit with the bikes. They finally get away. Everyone's left the party. There's a party going on, by the way. And initially, I was like, are those bodies or people passed out drunk? But the fact that he doesn't kill anyone except for the kids that fucked him over when they were younger suggests to me that no, they were just passed out bodies, not dead bodies. Because he has the opportunity to kill the guy whose head explodes, like, partner, who he chats up and they kiss, and yeah. But he doesn't. He chooses not to, and he just fucks with him because he's a dick. But yeah, so anyway, everyone's gone now because they've all got scared off by Stitches. They decide where do they go to smash his magic egg that contains his soul or whatever. It's not really like specified. There's a big clown ritual at the beginning, which was funny. It sounded like Jacob when he goes ah. They were like hee ha ha ha. That was so silly. This whole film is a joke, literally, but in a good way. But yeah, they're riding off on the bikes, and the only thing that Stitches has left is a tricycle. And watching a grown man go downhill on it. He's actually riding this fucking tiny little tricycle downhill, and he literally goes, wee! Lifts his legs up. And there's a wide shot of him just really quickly pedaling, but he's getting nowhere. It'd be quicker to just walk, so he just gets up and picks the fucking tricycle up. Like that, like he's gonna use it later. But, oh, fucking God, it's... Oh, man. It's just so fucking silly. It's got no plot. I mean, like, the story is literally, like, they accidentally, like, kill him by knocking him into an upright knife, which is in the dishwasher, which, I mean... You know it's coming. If you see a knife that's facing upwards, you know someone's falling on that. I think that didn't happen in Final Destination. She pulled it onto herself. But, yeah, it's so fucking silly. I can't remember where I was going with that point. But, oh my God. There's so much practical humour. All of the deaths are like clown related. So, like the practical effects on most, if not all of the kills are like incredible. And the slow-mo head explosion was just... I don't think it makes sense like that, but who cares? None of this film makes sense. This is a film where you just forget about reality and, like, common sense. But, yeah, go watch it. It's on Prime. It's a silly thing that made me laugh a lot more than I thought it would. It's brutal. A fucking cat dies in it, which is really sad. Never kill animals in films, guys. Come on. Stop doing it, it's not cool. Even if it is for a joke that did kind of make me laugh, but I was also like, oh my God, my poor kitties. Yeah, oh fucking hell. I need to, like, cool off from laughing. Because this film is just such a stupid fucking mess that was just wow. Everyone had fun making this, and you could tell. So yeah, that about does it. I mean, best kill can just go to fucking like everything in this film. Like every kill is really good. Everything's practical and nasty. The worst kill, I mean, let's be real, it's probably going to be the cat, because why kill a cat, dude? Cats don't give a fuck. Never kill your cats in your films, man. Even if it is funny, it's not funny. But yeah, again, watch it for the fucking... Watch it for Ross Noble just going nuts as a killer clown. Watch it for just absolute brutality. Just don't watch it for any plot that makes sense, I guess. It's midnight. We're ready to go to bed. We're ready to have you have nightmares because of a killer clown that's head exploded like an egg. Yeah, it ends on a cliffhanger, by the way. Sequel we're never probably gonna get, let's be honest. Which is a shame. This film has potential to have some silliness. But I think Terrifier has completely killed off, like, the idea of... Like, how can you top a killer clown film and have Terrifier be there? You know?
I don't know, because I haven't seen it.
It's on the list. It's brutal. It's brutal bloody murder. Every film they try and make it gorier than the last. So, yeah, you have that to look forward to. You thought this was bad. This is, oh boy. Terrifier is famous for its extreme gore and violence, especially towards women who wear little to no clothing. So yeah, that about does it. We're gonna go to bed probably now, because it's, as I say, midnight. I just thought, fucking hell, we're just gonna have to record this because there are so many bits that made me, like, cackle. There are bits that obviously I didn't mention. Go watch the film yourself. It's worth it. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes long as well. It's a nice, simple watch. And yeah, other than that, thank you ever so much for listening. I've been your host, as ever, Perfect Midnight 8, joined once more by the Obsidian Nook / Petal ASMR / my wife, whose link you can find in the description alongside all of ours. And we will see you next time for whatever film she picks, or a joint film, because we've got films coming out soon-ish. Dunno, depends when we record another one. Anyway, bye bye.